Coach, it's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but we've got football to perk up our spirits. That's the good news. At Paul Brown Stadium, that's where we're at here in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cincinnati Bengals. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Down, 10 Lobo, X3, 218, chopper. We got this. He's coming. We got double up. Check 4.
Well, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, second and a yard. Now it's Hill. Got a man open, it's Ross. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time, but it's going to be second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey, exit.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me. 91 is the mic. Rush.
To throw again. Hill. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Let's get off the field.
Here's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So a pretty
throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And running with power here. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah. Coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Go! 10 Tusa.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now Hill looking to throw on 1st. And Woods has it complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross with as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. To try again after the sack. Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Open man is Ross, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Hey, Steve 6. Ready?
Here's Hill. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll toss to Harris. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they'll see what they can do. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Out of the game and his 9th on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo? Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Sam Hubbard able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Hey, Alpha.
On 1st down, it's Hill. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Hill. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Hill. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 19. Hill now operating from the red zone. It's brought in by Harris. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. With his second touchdown here in this first half. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Now it's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. Now a hit and a loose football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back. Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Get ready. Get ready.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Now it's Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here,
a big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. First half. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play caller. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Check. Fresno.
Now Jackson going to throw again. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On the run, this is Hunt. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. To throws Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 42. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39.
From the 39, Jackson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 17-yard line.
21 yards. First down, Ravens.
Jackson now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Sean Davis with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. An interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the...
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Point after now from Catanzaro. And oh, can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish the...
And my goodness, another interception. A.J. Boye with a pick. The interception woes, they just continue. Be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag gonna stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
We go. 90 Wolf. 97's the mic. 97's the mic. Pilot 64. Weak. It's our time. Kill. Get it.
Hill on first down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 1-yard line.
Now Jackson back into his end zone. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point.
Keep playing.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Recon, 132 fighter. Bravo.
They go play fake, and it's Hill rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Topper, topper.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Hey, Delta. Check 59.
A shotgun snap for Hill. And this is Parker, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On first and 10, Hill. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Loss of 2. Brings up third down and 6.
Hey, Haywood. Shoot.
Throwing on third down, Hill. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. His guys continue to pour it on. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Extra point good by Catanzaro, and that will extend this big lead. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, good move. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Jackson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Here's Jackson to throw. Being chased out left. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
8-3, 61, matchbox lights. Snap.
On 1st down, Hill. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Call that a very strong gain of 24. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a 1st down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again. And he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59.
From the gun, here's Hill. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. From this one out of reach.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Did you hear that? Did you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, Jackson flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 40. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
The tackle made by Mike Hilton. A gain of 9.
From the 31, Jackson. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
Okay, it's time for me to break out my thesaurus for that one. And I don't have anything. That was amazing. One-handed in this weather. I mean, you know the ball's got to be slick. But to be able to catch it and come down with it, what do they call that? The process of the catch? He completed it all the way through.
It's a first down following a gain of 3.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there. Really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
On first down, Hunt. They showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 5-yard line.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. He can run, and somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And, yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Jackson from the shotgun. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the foot. They're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. Oh, the Ravens say they have it. They do have it. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And now here is another interception. Sean Davis with a pick. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for Bengals TV. Way in this one, that pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like